Hi guys, in this particular video we're going to deal with branching, and branching is a specific concept where we used to develop isolated features from each other. We have been so far working on just one branch, which is the default branch, as we call it, master branch. So once you create a repository, it only creates a master branch, right? But you can use other branches maybe for development purposes and some features that you really want to develop in isolation, and then want to merge them back into the master branch upon completion. But branches are just nothing but timeline of comments. You can treat them as tag names, and we'll learn how to do a little bit of branching in this particular video. But just before I take you over to branching, I'll just want you to take you to the special pointers in Git, which is one of them is head. Now, head is a pointer that really points to the last commit of the current branch. So you can see, for this particular branch that you can see right here, maybe this is the last commit, and that's what it really points to. But this can be moved. We'll see this, scenario in some advanced, topics as we discuss from here on. But as of now, we'll just try and do some practical scenarios on branches. We'll try and create a branch, and we'll try to make some changes and deal with it. So if I just kind of go to the previous project and just to get status right, so we have got the readme.md file unmodified. I'll just keep it like that. And apart from that, I'll just also use the git log command, which can really give us one-liner graphical decorate all view of the changes that we've done or commits we've done to the master branch. Now remember, the head is pointing to the last commit over here, and that's kind of, I told you, is a pointer which always is going to point to the last commit unless you make it move somewhere, right? We'll see some scenarios as we go ahead. Now, to create a branch, I mean, if I just make you see all the branches right here, if I just type in here get branch, you'll see there's only master branch that exists. But I can create a branch by just using there is of course a way to create a branch here. I mean, if I just tell you on the branches, you can create get branch, new branch, but you can always switch out to a different branch using a get checkout as well. So I'll just try and use get checkout for this particular example, and I'll just call it get checkout -b, which stands for branch, and I'll use the branch name as updates. Now it does two things actually. I mean, as you can see, it just creates a branch and switches your branch to the updates branch. Now at this point in time, you might just be interested in opening up your possibly file, making some changes to it. So I'll just open up the Git here, and I'll make some changes right here. So some more additional changes. I'll save it and close it from here. Now, since the changes are done, I can just type in the same stuff, which is git add the readme and git commit -n change to updates branch. Right? I mean, could have been anything. And now if you just kind of do the same history, right, on this, so you'll notice what? So the head is now pointing to the updates branch, and that's, we have kind of two branches. I mean, if I just do grid branch as well right here, you'll see there's master and updates, and the current active one is it's kind of a different color, green color, and a star pointing to it. So the head has moved to a different branch altogether that we just created. Now to kind of check on the changes that have kind of done here, I can just issue a command called git diff, and instead of using a commit ID, I can use branches as well. So I can just type in git diff updates and master, and it'll give us the changes that have been done, right? And of course, I could have used git diff tool, whereas kind of you can use diff and do it using updates and master right here. And I mean, you can see the changes that I kind of did right over here itself. So you can always get a changes right here, and I move from here, and I'll just now want to move to the master branch to merge the particular branch. So I can always shuffle between branches. I can just type in here git and check out the master branch. And so I've just switched on to the master branch. If you just do git branches, right here, so you notice master branch is your current branch. And then if again I just do a git, log right here like this. So head kind of moves to the master branch right now because I'm just currently sitting in the master branch. Now I can merge both the branches, and I can just type in here git merge updates. So it's kind of which branch do you really want to merge to the current branch. Now remember, in the master branch we have not really changed anything, and that really means it's going to be a fast forward merge. There are various kinds of merges, but fast forward merge really means you have not really touched on the master branch, and it's just the change that has been done on the feature branch itself. So you notice what it just did a fast forward merge, as I told you right here, and it's able to do it without a problem. If I just kind of do the git log right over here, you'll notice that the head has now moved. You notice the previous case where head was pointing to a master branch, but head is now pointing to master and update because they're just nothing but same branches. Now once the operation is done, you can always disable or kind of delete the updates branch, because you just intended to create a do some feature there which is isolated from master. Once the changes are confirmed, you wanted to merge it back into the master branch. So I mean that also has happened. Now I can safely issue the command git branch -d and call it updates, and the moment I do that, right, it kind of deletes the branch, and issue git branch again, you'll just notice there is only a master branch. Remember again that branches are nothing but timeline of commits. I've created a timeline of 1 commits, but then I have the master branch which contains all changes merged now. So that's about branches to start with this basic concept. In the next video, of course, we're going to look at when there is conflict in the merge, when at the same line possibly we have changes on the main branch, and then you really want to merge the branch. The automated branch merge is not possible, and we'll see that scenario. So see you in the next video.